everybody. Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. How are you doing? I'm doing awesome. Why am I doing awesome? Because I am living the Mercedes-Benz life. You know what I'm talking about. AMG GTRs, six-figure sports vehicles, S-classes, pinnacle of luxury. Yeah, I have multiple Mercedes-Benz fragrances. It's not exactly the same thing. I think one of those will go a lot further if you're trying to flex on somebody than the other one. So yeah, the one that I'm talking about today is from the Mercedes-Benz Club line. It's one that's been discontinued for a while, and now I got my hands on it. You know how it goes. Me plus discontinued fragrances is like peanut butter and jelly. Or if you're in the UK, like tea and biscuits. Or if you're in Australia, Marmite and toast? I don't know. Fragrance I'm talking about, Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme. You can finally find it again. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, I'll have this linked in the description as always if you want to go down there and check it out. As I said, it's been discontinued for a while. It's actually been very difficult to find, and now I got it. I checked before this video on eBay. There is one person selling the fragrance. They have like 4 or 5 people watching it. It actually said that 3 people have watched it in the past 24 hours. It's kind of a newer listing. They're asking 85 bucks. They got 2 of them. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need to buy that at that price. But I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Let me slow down. While I slow down, let me remind you that my fragrances, Blue Ridge, Terra Nova, oh, nice, and Jet Black Enigma are in every fragrance outlet, every Perfumania store in the US as well. And they're online, also linked in the description. Use the code GENTSENSE for 20% off if you buy it online. If you buy it in stores, I mean, that's cool too. Whatever you want to do, man. I support you, and thank you for supporting me. Let's really quickly take a look at the presentation. Then we'll jump into the whole rigmarole, the ins, the outs of this fragrance. That way you can figure out if it's something that would be interesting to you or not. Here we got the box. You have the name of the fragrance, name of the house, sizing, concentration, all right there on the front. This is an eau de toilette, 100 ml size bottle. You got the Benz tri-point star on top of the box there. On the back, you have the ingredient information. You also have a little sticker of authenticity on one side, just in case you thought you were getting a fake. And then on the bottom, you have your badge code and barcode. Keeping it real simple with the badge code here, 2325. And here is the bottle. This is your typical Mercedes-Benz Club style. I do like it. It's got kind of a satin finish to it, like satin gray here. A little bit reminiscent of some of the matte finishes on some of the Mercedes-Benz cars, actually. You got the Benz logo on the front there. You can see the glass right here in the middle, little cutout, and this is plastic right here. On the back, it says Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme. On the bottom, you have your badge code in ink, and then the atomizer is built into the bottle right up here at the top. Let's share some sprays here. Here we go. Ooh, pretty good distribution. It's an interesting atomizer here. I'm not 100% in love with it, but it gets the job done, so I'm not gonna hate on it. Okay, a lot to talk about, a lot to dive into here. And also, I'll do a giveaway. Now, I don't have a bottle of Benz Club Extreme. I only have the one for myself. But a long time ago, years ago, I bought a couple bottles of the original Mercedes-Benz Club. See, I got a couple. I don't think I have the box, so I'll just be giving away the bottle, just a free bottle of it. They were posted online years ago for a good price, and I bought a couple. Obviously, I'm never gonna go through a full bottle and need a second one, so I'll give away my extra to one of you guys in today's video. So stay tuned for that. I know it's not the fragrance I'm talking about, but it's something, and it's the same line. At least one of you can get some use out of it. I mean, I'm never going to. So, Mercedes-Benz Club. This line is obviously most well known for this fragrance right here, Mercedes-Benz Club Black, and for good reason. This is killer. This is fantastic. One of the best vanilla designer fragrances on the market right now. So if you love vanilla fragrances, check this one out. It is sometimes hard to find because it goes out of stock with regularity, but at least it still comes back into stock. Unlike Extreme over here, which, as I said, has been discontinued for a while. not easy to find. As I said, only one listing on all of eBay, and that's something, because even the more expensive discontinued fragrances, at least you can find them. When you search on that website, which has almost anything that you can find, and you can't even find a bottle of that stuff, that tells you how hard it's been to locate. But as I said, Fragrance Buy has them in stock. They've had them in stock for a little bit. They're listed under the rare gems section of their website. And as of when I'm shooting this video, they actually don't even have a picture of this stuff up yet. It's just like, picture coming soon. I do not know how many they have in stock, but I do want to tell you, if you've been thinking about getting it, this is gonna be a really good opportunity to do that, because I don't know how many they have in stock, or if it's gonna come back in stock, or any of that stuff. So it's running about 51 bucks US as of when I'm shooting this video. That's going to depend though on the conversion rate between Canadian dollars and US dollars. Could go down a little bit, could go up a little bit, but you could just say it's around 50 bucks right now on the website. That's for the full presentation like I have right here. So this fragrance, Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme, done by Olivier Cresp, came out in 2015, so about 8 years ago now. And this one does have a little bit of a cult following, or a little group of people that's sing its praises. And I actually had not smelled this before until I got it in. I do like it a lot, so spoiler alert there. And it does have similarities to some other fragrances out there, some other pretty well-known fragrances. So when you first spray this one on, you're gonna get a little bit of citrus, not too much, just a little bit, a slight fruitiness in there. But you pick up a good amount of leather pretty early on. You get that as the fruit steps back. It's there in the mid, stays into the dry down as well. It's got a decent amount of sweetness in here, but it's a different kind of sweetness than what you're gonna find in most fragrances nowadays, more modern fragrances. A lot of those are gonna be, more bubblegummy sweet, or this very warm, gourmand kind of sweet, chestnut, hazelnut, toffee, caramel, that kind of thing. Instead here, it's a faint, fruity sweetness initially, and as it dries down, patchouli comes out, and the patchouli in here is going to give you a little bit of a chocolatey feel to it, chocolatey patchouli, and that is kind of a hint into what this smells similar to, but we'll get to that in a second. You have some spiciness in here, though I don't think that spices are an official note in the fragrance, but you pick it up as it dries down, especially through the mid into the dry down. And then you have amber in there, additional warmth and sweetness coming from that amber, mixing together with the chocolatey patchouli, and a little bit of wood in there as well, sandalwood. So again, that sandalwood, it adds to that kind of warm dry down. Great depth to the fragrance, I feel, and it doesn't really have all that much of an earthy aspect from the patchouli. Maybe a little bit, but as I said before, this is more of a woody, chocolatey patchouli than it is an earthy, dirty one. It does come across quite masculine, but at the same time, it's a little bit sophisticated. It's got a touch of refinement to it. It's not just a full bore, bash you over the head kind of fragrance. And because of that warmth and sweetness that it has as it dries down, it's got a really nice kind of sensual edge to it. It's got this alluring quality. And I did tell you that it has similarities to popular fragrances, or well-known fragrances, I should say. And those fragrances are pretty much all from Mugler. So we're talking Amen and Pure Malt, and also to an extent, Pure Wood even, especially as it dries down and that woodiness does come out a little bit more. Now, in comparison to Amen, I think that Benz Club Extreme is a little bit sweeter. And it also is not quite as in your face, not quite as aggressive as Amen is. Amen, especially off the top, to some people can be a little bit off-putting, a little bit divisive. I've seen it compared before to the smell of like tar or rubber. And this one, Club Extreme, it's not completely devoid of that like leather rubber kind of vibe. It's got a little bit of that, just not as much as in Amen. So you could say that this guy over here, Club Extreme, is almost like a toned down, smoothed out, more elegant take on Amen. But what about Pure Malt? Because Pure Malt is in higher demand than Amen, with it being discontinued just like this one, and more difficult to find and commanding a higher premium. Well, yeah, this does have a little bit of that Pure Malt vibe to it, and that's gonna be because it has that touch of fruit in the opening that carries over a little bit into the mid. And when you smell this, you could kind of convince yourself, yeah, there's a little bit of a booze there. But at the end of the day, Club Extreme is not exactly the same as Amen, not exactly the same as Pure Malt, not exactly the same as Pure Wood, but you can get bits of each one of those in this one. So again, you could think of Benz Club Extreme as a more refined, maybe more elegant take on some of these other Muglers. It's kind of like a twist on the Mugler DNA, where if you're familiar with Amen or Pure Wood or Pure Malt, when you smell this, you'll be able to tell that it has that kind of similarity there. This is not something where you smell Club Extreme and you go, I have no clue what people are talking about. This is absolutely nothing like the Muglers. No, you'll get it. But it also does its own thing as well. In terms of seasonality, you can probably already guess, but it's gonna be more of a fall and wintertime scent overall. Just like Amen and Pure Malt, it's going to lean a little bit more toward evening use as well. And I think it does have the capability to be used on a date night or just a night on the town. A lot of versatility for evenings in those cooler months. And you could pull this off during the day as well. It's not a fragrance that is only suited for the evening, but it does lean that direction. In terms of performance, it's named Extreme, and the performance is good. It's above average. Not as strong off my skin as the original Amen, but that one, to be fair for me, is just really strong. It's a beast. This one, I would say comfortably above average. Good projection, lasts a long time off my skin. Spray it on your clothes, you're gonna be there a long time. And truth be told, when I first got these ones in, because these were the first that I got from the line, I thought the presentation looked pretty crappy, if I'm honest. Pretty cheap because of the plastic, and it's a fingerprint magnet, these ones are. But this one looks pretty slick, just like Mercedes-Benz Club Black. I think that these color schemes, they're more flattering. And with this one being that kind of satin finish, it doesn't pick up fingerprints really, looks a lot better, except for on the little glass part, it will pick up fingerprints there. So there we go, Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme, a discontinued fragrance that is available for now. Again, about 50 bucks. That price point for me, I'm happy with it because I have seen these go for much more on eBay. As I said, somebody right now, the only person with them on there, asking 85. Technically, I think it's like 75 plus $10 shipping, but whatever. And I've seen them go for more than that and sell for more than that. So 50 bucks, yeah, pleased with that. Obviously, this never got the hype that Benz Club Black got and continues to receive, and for good reason. But this is a really solid one to add to your collection. Now let's do the giveaway for a bottle of Mercedes-Benz Club, the original. As I said, I'll just give you guys one of these bottles. I think they're both pretty much the same as far as how much is in there. They're even the same batch code. So here's what we'll do. In order to be entered in the giveaway, you have to like the video, you have to be subscribed to the channel, leave me a comment below. Otherwise you can't be entered if you didn't leave a comment. And just tell me which discontinued fragrance you would like to either see come back into stock at a discounter or store anywhere so that you could pick it up, or see it revived, brought back. Let me know which one it is. It can be any of them. Doesn't matter. Just whatever you'd like to see, because I can tell you there are a bunch I'd like to see. In about 10 days, I'll pick a winner with random comment picker. Also, need to tell you guys, I will not comment to you all on this video. A bunch of scammers will, and they'll say that you won and to contact them on Telegram, and they'll tell you to pay them and all that crap. That's not me. So don't get scammed. I won't do that, but some scammers will try to get you to do that. But anyway, 10 days, pick a winner, post it up on the community tab of the YouTube channel. If you're the winner, just reply to that post and give me your shipping info. I will pay for it, and I will send one of these out to you. And I'll probably throw some samples and stuff in there too. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. Thank you for hanging. Stay safe out there. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you all later.